What's up guys, what's going on? My name is Lucas. I am an adventurer, photographer, videographer, so basically lover of life, traveler. This is my van right here, and today I'm trying to build a camera insert organizer thing for the center between the seats. One thing I struggled with when living in a van was when I got out to shoot something at a park or just on the road and I'd hop back in, I'd have nowhere to really safely put my camera without having to take the lens off, take the mic off, all that stuff, and put it back in my camera bag. That usually takes longer than it would take to just get out, get your shot, and get back in your car. So I'm currently using my current camera bag to kind of go off of as like a template and an idea to kind of see where my space would be. I'm basically just gonna try to get some cut pieces of plywood and like foam board essentially as like the organizers and for the protection. I'm also trying to leave a little slot underneath for my laptop so that's a safe place to stay when I'm driving around. Let's go to Home Depot and try to see if we can make this work. Oh, and disclaimer, I'm by no means a craftsman, a carpenter, anything like that. I'm not even really handy with tools, so this should be interesting, but I think we can build a basic box essentially. So far, I am at $29.94 for the price, just under $30. I got 3 pieces of, it's called like interior wood, 2 feet by 2 feet, and then 2 pieces of foam board. And I'm just waiting for the guys here at Home Depot, and they're gonna help me cut it into the measurements because I don't really have a saw at my house that is gonna be able to do that. I'm a little concerned like about the foam board and stuff like that. I don't know if it's entirely gonna work, but I think if I at least get like the structure fit, then I can figure out like the internals. But yeah, just under 30 bucks is actually really, really nice. So I'm also gonna see if these guys let me kind of shoot some slow-mo when they're cutting. I think that'd be really cool. So here's the good news. I only ended up using 2 of the 3 boards that I bought, so I was able to return one of the boards, which was like another $6. So I ended up spending like 23 bucks total for this setup. So let's hope it works to begin with. The bad news, not really the bad news, the other news is that I need to bring the van down to Heber for like some service because it's currently leaking coolant and I cannot figure out where it's coming from. I checked the radiator hoses, I checked the reservoir, I checked like the main obvious spots, and it still just seems to be leaking coolant. And I just put that new motor in, the new radiator, so I really want to make sure this is right before I head down to Moab or really go anywhere with the van. Also, I didn't get the name of the dude who ended up cutting all the wood there at Home Depot. You're an absolute legend if you are watching this. Thank you so much for cutting that. That was awesome. I feel like it hasn't stopped raining since the snow stopped falling, if that makes sense. I guess that's why they call it mud season here in Park City right now, but I thought it'd kind of be done by now because it's almost summer. But it's just in time for me to start to head down to Heber City, of course. I hope it's not like a major problem. It's gonna cost me a lot of money because I just spent a lot of money getting the engine in there and the new radiator and things like that. Yeah, 25-minute drive down to Heber. Let's figure this out. Hey, how are you? I had a service appointment at 2. Okay. Lucas. Okay. Well, it seems like they're running a little late, they said, so I'm not really sure how long this is gonna take, to be honest. I didn't really bring anything to do. I don't know why I thought not to bring anything to do. So I guess now I'll just sit in this lounge area. Just wait. You know, usually car dealerships like this have one unlimited free coffee, which is friggin' awesome. This place doesn't. And usually they have like little snacks and TV things to do, and this place has absolutely nothing. They have a fake fireplace. So let's sit here again, twiddle my thumbs. So 2 hours later, we're finally done. I'm walking back over to pick up the van. Basically what they said it was, a hose way underneath the car that connects the radiator to some sort of manifold, I believe. But here's the kicker. The labor rate is so expensive that it turned into like a major repair deal. The parts themselves are all like 20 bucks, 15 bucks. It's really not that expensive, but including the labor, it's just like absolutely ridiculous. I was thinking about what I could do. Can I basically fix it myself? But I don't have a jack, I don't have the tools, nor do I really have the expertise, and I just want it done right the first time. Now I'm crossing the street and trying not to get hit, but so I want to pick it up. Kind of sucks. There she is. She should be all good to go. All right, so I got the actual diagnostic, and basically what they said was the thermostat bypass hose was leaking. There's nothing to do with the manifold. This kind of shows you guys that I know really nothing about this, but they replaced the coolant, the hose clamp, and the hose itself. Wasn't the cheapest fix. At least it was more expensive than I was kind of planning on, hoping for. They said they drove it and it drove well, no leaks, engine temp was fine. So I'm really hoping that right now the vehicle should be completely ready to go, and that this means we're going to Moab, the desert. For those of you who don't know, Utah. All right, laddies, let's get this show on the road, shall we? Now it's time to actually put together our camera box we went to Home Depot for. We didn't have time to do it because it was time to go here, and we spent like 3.5 hours doing, I don't even know what, walking around. I went to a Walmart. For some reason, I feel like you can spend so much time in a Walmart. It's crazy, especially a super center. It's just like Christmas everywhere. You go down every single aisle and there's something new. Now, excuse me, it gets rather loud in here. It's still raining. Why? So when I was wandering aimlessly around Walmart, I ended up picking up this camping pad for about $7. The reason why I picked this up was for the box that I'm gonna start making right now. Just because the foam is much less thick. The foam that I picked up is probably about 1 inch to 1.5 inches thick, and I'm worried it's gonna like start to take away some of the clearance that I had in the depth of the compartment. So I'm gonna definitely use this more along like the bottoms and the sides, and I might use the other foam that I picked up at Home Depot as dividers and separators. So let's start to try to put this thing together. I built it, guys. It didn't completely fall apart. Now this was actually, like, if I'm correct, my very first time actually building something from like conception or inception idea to actually like a finished product. Although like I definitely didn't do it perfectly. Like some of the wood split in some areas just because I didn't even know that I needed to drill a pilot hole first. Like I quickly Googled, why is my wood cracking? And the other thing I didn't really count for is this piece that I use kind of as the floor where the laptop is gonna slide under. I needed to make it like probably 1/2 inch shorter so that it didn't kind of spill out here. But I think for the most part, this will serve its function. I got a lot of like screws all around it to keep the floor in. The next thing really is going to be using this mat here, which again is just like a camping pad, literally camping pad, to kind of line and protect like the hard surface. I'm gonna then take the foamular that I got at Home Depot. You can see how thick it is. That's one piece, is pretty thick. And use that as like inserts that you'd find in a camera bag, so I could kind of have little spots for lenses and my drone and things like that. All right, well, I think for now it's done. And all I did was I put some Gorilla Glue behind it, and then I had a few more screws that were able to just kind of sit in there really well. So I don't think that's going anywhere, and it feels very protected, which I like. And then I took that foam board and I kind of just like wedged it. I did a little measurement so this compartment can fit my camera in a 7200 lens. So it's kind of like biggest case scenario. And then just like little pockets for chargers and lenses, my phone, whatever else, maps, anything else. And then just a whole nother pocket. I can fit lenses standing up here. I mean, it's obviously not perfect, and I'm sure someone could do this way better. Like, it feels sturdy, it feels strong, it doesn't feel like it's gonna like collapse when I put stuff in it, and it feels safe and protected. And for me, that's really all I wanted. Even though it might not look like super great, or I didn't do it like the way you're supposed to, I think it works for now, and I want to use it and test it again and just put it through its paces to see how it really performs. And then it also, like I said, has the little compartment underneath, which will just be enough for like a laptop to slide under, or magazines or books, or just kind of like some miscellaneous stuff that I want to slide under there, which will be nice. And it's gonna sit I think it does the trick. It fits just kind of how we measured it. So that's it. And I'm gonna end the day there. I'm gonna head down to the desert tomorrow, which I'm super stoked for. The van feels ready. I got it all loaded up. I kind of have it all organized where I want to put stuff. So I'm finally get to put it through its pace. I'm super stoked on that. Thanks for hanging out today. If you watch all the way to this point, I really appreciate it. Consider subscribing to the channel below so you can see more videos that are coming up. Drop it a like if you liked the video. If you didn't like the video, then tell me why you didn't like it. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys tomorrow when we go to the desert. Peace.